What's up, guys? This is your boy Zenii from the Gate. Thanks for joining the stream tonight, and I just want to leave a reminder that if you like what you see, please leave a like at the bottom of the video and subscribe to my channel. There you'll also find my music, and if you haven't already, I would love for you to give it a listen and show some support for the craft. Tonight we're going to be doing some gaming and vibing with the comrades, so I hope you guys have as much fun as I'm going to, and thanks for watching. Peace.
Building your online business?
This for the 501, the 216, and the 343. Man, some of y'all don't know what the hell I just said.
The young bloke toke smoke that blows no choke. The fast actor, tractor, beam flow. Got 'em moving slow soon as they at the door. Help us Obi-Wan Kenobi, you're my only hope. The one Shinobi is hoping he's no phony, knowing he's no Tony Stark reality. Many crack the last ballot on the head with the mallet. Toss a salad, then roll the whole thing. Twist and fold it, no challenge, blindfolded. Man, I think he own it. We rolling, you might wanna phone it. Raise the brass tags, tax the black masses, but status for lack of status. Crack addicts, the ghosts in the attics, the skeleton crew, closing closets, rocking automatics. Deep state fanatics keep the bureaucratic static elite. And while you're at it, I just want it added that I've had it up to here. In a year, you'll see me rocking a mirror. You hearing me cheering the nearest and dear to me. Haters be fearing me, asking debaters to lend it to Z. Tongue in cheek, turn your head and cough. You feeling this here disease? Wasting my energy, I just practice what I preach. Obviously, you can't stop me, I'm just doing what I please. I'll be in a crack rock, leaning on the Z. Close your eyes, open mind, let me tell you what I see. Never sit beneath the shade, but I still go plant a tree. Sowing seeds until all my brothers free. The way I hit this beat turned it to another cheek freak. King Bean, take my hoes and work out all the kinks. You thought I lost it, you just watered down the sink. Hard to pick up when you drop it, that's some Navy so shit show. His dope bigger than the Pope, cut the recommended dose. Folks, I propose a toast, nose goes, the Lord knows. I've been on the lows, feeling woes. Here's to all my foes and those who oppose. Cause any feeling chose, it's a long ass toast. So I'ma close with a joke, here it go. What's 9 plus 10? 21. Can you do something for me? It always makes them laugh when I tell that at my parties. Cardi B, not me, no lean. I'll sip on Bacardi, you can wine and dine me, but at least give me the cheese. Easy peasy, lemon squeeze. I don't charge a fee for the great work, it's a matter of degrees. I obey the law of keys, breathe my blessings in with ease. You know it come in threes, just like all my enemies. Loyalty, allergy, that's just no friend of me. I'm about to hit my peak, they gon' be on me like cheese. So I'll be in the crack rock, leaning on the Z. Close your eyes, open mind, let me tell you what I see. Never sit beneath the shade, but I still go plant a tree. Sowing seeds until all my brothers free. Money talk, wealth whispers, honey smooth through the grifters in the shit. A cold summer, no shiver, liver and onion. You think you funny, man? People out here dying left and right. Then again, now that you mention it, I can feel the tides turning. Mercy burnings, cancel culture, you can't even get a word in. Now they flirting with certain guilty verdicts, thought criminals speaking to mental virgins. Get your story right, there's many versions. Now they sit and fidget, figure the digits, cause 2 plus 2 equals 5. God, we need an intervention from the 5th dimension. No retiring when they rob the pension. Money printing is the word religion, sadly not a work of fiction. It's a mystery to mostly y'all like long division. Miss me with the act, cause I don't need the mentions. Ops went and got the mention front and center. They going hungry, they numbers getting thinner. Winner, chicken dinner. I ain't eating with the vultures, so now we down on culture. The winning prize I told you was to realize the lie that everything is not kosher. Shout out to OSHA. Mind fuck with the condom size of Ultra. I told you, it's just culture.
They did what now? Oh, interesting. Alaskan Express. What a beautiful name.
which is Alaska Railroad Company.
Alaskan Railroad. Here, un momento. Hello, everybody. Just back on stream tonight, doing some PvP gameplay. About to hop into a customs raid and get this show going.
All right. See you guys tomorrow. They used to have the train running from Anchorage to Palmer for the fair, but I don't know why they stopped that. That was the fucking best thing ever.
Like a little scenic train ride.
Yeah, like you go downtown Anchorage, and park your car downtown, and then you get it's an hour ride by train, so a little longer, but you don't have to worry about driving back. You can skip all the fucking traffic.
Don't you got to get back to your car?
Yeah, but it's a lot better to just board the train to it and then come back. Sober up on the way back.
Oh, so it's not like a train back home. It's a train out to like a destination spot.
Yeah, it's the train to the fairgrounds that they used to do.
Oh, let's see. Why are the fairgrounds so far out from Anchorage? Is it like the state fair?
Anchorage doesn't have a fairground. There's no open area for the fairground to be there.
So people come from all over the state to that fair?
Yeah, it's a state fair.
Oh, okay.
And Palmer's the only place that has enough land to host the fair.
Gotcha. Yeah, state fair for Arkansas is just here in Little Rock, over by the prison.
They have another fair going on soon. Is the Three Bearings Fair? It's a Renaissance fair, which is pretty cool. Everyone dresses up at like medieval times.
Are you gonna dress up and go LARP?
Peasant outfit. Fuck yeah.
Do you feel like a peasant?
Mm-hmm. Everyone thinks they would be a knight or a king or something. Well, most people would be a fucking peasant. You fucking bet I'm gonna throw a rotten apple or a rotten tomato.
We're gonna throw it at the nobles, are we?
You would well, I would toy with the idea of being a noble, but in reality, why would I want to be a noble?
Yeah, you're not noble at all.
First fucking chance a riot happens, a noble getting their head fucking cut off.
Indeed.
Who gets to live when a nation gets conquered? The peasants. The nobles get the worst end of the stick every single time.
Here, hold on one sec. Okay. Damn it. Well, first round goes to the enemy.
I lost you 1v1.
I did. Went straight to dorms and got my shit rocked.
I'm thinking of buying a new the PvE edition for Tarkov.
Just so you have someone to play it with consistently.
Well, she likes DayZ. PvE would be essentially the same thing.
Yeah.
What's the option of going to PvP?
Ba-doop, ba-doop, ba-doop. Okay, well, that felt great to just die off the rip. But he pulled a little slick maneuver on me. It's good to stay humble, you know, you gotta stay humble.
What? I didn't hear you. You're talking pretty well.
No, it's okay. I just went in and got immediately put down, so I was just saying it's good to stay humble, you know. Being good at CSGO does not always... I know. Being good at CSGO don't mean you gonna be good at this game. Back into the fray we go. You play Arena Tarkov? Or Tarkov Arena?
Negative.
I thought about getting it just to practice PvP more. Because I feel like in this game, there's a lot of time in between fights, and so it's like you're not always like. Does that make sense? I don't know. Sometimes it just feels like in a game like CS:GO, you're always fighting, so it's like it's easy to get a honed edge. But in Tarkov, it's like
I feel like Arena would give you a bad habit of how the game should be played.
maybe I'm actually trying to be a Chad. We go again.
Supposed to be sunny next week on Wednesday in Missouri.
Good.
That's what the forecast says.
Yeah, hold up. I'm gonna fight. Are you freaking kidding me, dude? How many bullets in your head do you need? Got the first guy. Couldn't finish the second. Yeah, what the heck? I want to see what happened there. That's like fucking... Playback speed, half playback speed. Yeah, I must have had a teammate. I think he had a teammate. Dang, wasn't aware of the teammate. Well, on to the next. Let's go Mark 16 again. I've been liking that in Mark 16. Ooh, and it's black. Ba-dum, ba-dum, ba-dum.
I don't think there's anything else we need. Maybe a face covering. And in we go. It's alright, it's alright. We walked away with one. At least we got a piece of them. Definitely think that was a 3-man. Or maybe I just fought a 1 person and then there also happened to be a 2-man on board. Who knows? Who knows? I think people are definitely going for marked rooms. So if I get that spawn or close there again, I'm definitely just gonna run straight to the 3-story stairs. That way I can actually I don't know, get up to the top first and then clear downwards. Been really liking these Mark 16s, to be honest. It's been pretty fire. We got solid recoil control, shooting good rounds, scopes mount easily on them, and don't have a lot of flutter. All right, here we go.
jeez. What a shitty spawn.
Could be another one out there. Can never be too careful. I'm inclined to believe since the sniper scav's still freaking shooting, that means there's another person around here somewhere. I feel like there's a second guy somewhere over here. Alright, we're gonna check his body before we commence with the looting. Get fucked, kid. I knew you can't bush camp the bush camper. Okay, that's 2 down. Don't make me Rainbow Six this shit, man. Level 10. Poor kid. We don't need any of his stuff. Phil. Get some Healy boys. For a nice healthy 2K.
Oh, thank you for the loaded mags, dude. Pretty sure green tips are M855. Holy shit. Okay. Holy man. That guy was looted. Shot my right arm out again. Wow, what a raid. Nice little 3-piece. Let's go. PvP is where you always get the nice gear. Very nice, very nice. Wow, we got away with 2 major scopes. We got away with a freaking Tango 16 and a Razor. Let's go! That was good. That was a good match. Good match. I will take my scope back, sir. Yes, sir. Very thank you much. And I take the level 6 plate from you. 2 2 pairs of contact 4s as well. Excuse me. Oh, good old X-Fuel helmet. Oh my gosh, we have so much loot. So much loot, dude. Okay. Who needs a Death Shadow mask? We don't need it. They died with one. Excuse me. Kudos to him, though. He had that spear on him, but he didn't use it. I think it's probably just because he didn't have time to sort through enough of the stuff before he had to fight, and he didn't want to worry about switching up, you know, what gun he was using, and, you know, get confused for the mags, because those mags were kind of deep in his inventory, will say. Buy one of these, and send one of these. Whoops. I don't think I have a Tango 60. Will it go on Amlo? Oops. It will go on the Amlo. Okay. look at all those. Backpack full of contact 4s. I mean, you can't beat it, dog. You can't beat it. Okay, I guess we will go back in again. Go again. Alright, we're all patched up. Back in we go. All in a day's work, all in a day's work. That was a very nice little 3K there. Took out a 2-man squad. Took out a solo. See, that's what I consider progress. That's where I feel like I want to get better. It's fighting squads. And just coming out, finishing those raids strong. I mean, getting in there, getting no kills, and finishing the raid. Not just getting those kills, dying, you know. Oh, I did not re-up on injectors. That is not good. A little too late for that now. I have no pain meds. This is not going to be cool. Alright, the objective of this main right literally be just to get past this raid. Hmm. Mark 16, fail me not. Oh my gosh. What? Excuse me. 6 spear. Jeez. So that's where that guy must have gotten that from. Goodness gracious, we just found a freaking spear. You know what? We're going to run an next round. Just for that. If I had ammo for it, I'd use it right now. Ain't nobody here at Domes, man. Jeez. Can't tell if those were damn scavs or what, man. Or someone doing setup. Where'd this guy go? Ah, fuck him. We got what we came for. He was lagging behind quite a bit. I'm not sure what he was doing. Probably cleared out this outpost too for me. Checkpoint. What a nice fellow. It was literally someone crying out in pain. Hello.
Hold on.
Jesus Christ. Why did it not connect? Searching for the fucking phone. Alright, try to
I
say
ended up
something
getting
else.
a 3-man my last raid and walked away with this spear in my inventory from, I guess, one of the guys that was dead.
They walked away with your inventory? Or you
No,
walked away with
I
theirs?
walked away with theirs. Dropped 3 people and then walked away with their inventory. And now I just went to marked rooms and got a freaking sick spear out of it.
I still got mine from that one dude. What fucking idiots. I think you remember it too, where those guys are just fucking running towards us and we were in the bushes and there was like 3 or 4 of them. And bop, 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 bop. One acted like a scav, and then one was like pushing you, and or they thought you were their buddy. That was fucking hilarious. So, like, we're just like shooting a fucking flock of turkeys there. What fucking idiots. 2-man versus 4-man. 2-man always wins.
And sometimes the bigger the party, the better, because the havoc is real.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
There's
'cause
so much
like,
havoc. They don't hear sounds.
And if you like, kind of like let the first 2 push, and then you start shooting, and then it's like they don't fucking know. Like, did you one of you guys shoot us? What the fuck? Why'd you do that?
Holy shit, I just got extract camped by a fucking... I don't know if there's a player scav. He's pushing me like a damn player scav. But he had like a freaking bolt action weapon. Jesus.
Damn.
Holy,
Because
man.
that name tag.
Barely walked
You
away
got
with
that
my
name
damn
tag.
life. Wait, the first 2 guys I killed were PMCs? What? They were PMC. I guess one was... Wait. 10 minutes into the raid. What? I'm confused. These didn't even look like freaking players.
You could have shot players and they could have bled out.
Well,
And
one
it
was...
shows like later.
One was 20... One was 10 minutes into the raid. And the other one was 20. I think I know the second one, but like... I'm just wondering, which one was the 10-minute one? Interesting. So I entered the raid at like 26 minutes. So 16 minutes. Oh, those were players. They were doing setup. Oh my goodness. And then I guess I killed the other guy in the bushes. I guess he did bleed out or something. Because I ran out the back of dorm and then I ran around the side and there were 2 people there. I think I dropped the first guy and then the second guy. Okay. Interesting. Oh, no. I didn't get the second teammate. Okay. Interesting. Sometimes these players be acting like scavs, man. They playing like bots. Walked away with the
Doing
unexpected
setup?
2K.
Like, what are they doing?
I
Setup
guess.
this late in the fight?
No idea, dude. I definitely think that last guy was someone who was camping the extract. He almost freaking got me too.
Did you drop him?
Yeah,
At
yeah,
least?
yeah. I dropped him. I was in the extract at ZB12 or ZB13, and he was shooting me as I was going. He legged me, so I limped down. I emptied my clip as he's walking in, and then I got down in the extract zone. Reload, barely got it off before he peeked me. Then I leaned, peeked him, and shot him in the head. Whew.
Hmm.
Okay, so now we're 2 spears, 2 SIG spears up on the diet. Okay. I think I'm going to use one, because why not?
That's a good gun. You got to get the bigger mags, or else it just 20 bullets ain't enough.
Yeah, the 25 rounders.
I think there's a 30 somewhere. Or I'm hallucinating.
Oh, the 6 spear can take 7.62 by 5.1 or the hybrid rounds.
Why do you think it's a meta?
That's crazy. Interesting. Have to create a new preset with this information in mind.
Getting caffeine withdrawal.
You are?
I only had one cup of coffee all fucking day. Usually have 3.
Okay, I need to look up the actual
And-
ammo chart for this. You said 3 coffees today?
Well, I only had 1. I usually have a minimum of 3.
I gotcha.
Ah.
I've been trying to quit energy drinks. So I've been drinking lots of coffee, trying to correct myself. There's mounted weapons. See, but where on the ammo chart? Oh, 6.8 by 51. Okay, so I see.
Energy drinks are a placebo effect.
Most of them, yeah.
They're just so full of fucking sugar that it gets people amped up because of the sugar. I drink energy drinks, but I know it's a placebo effect. And they're very acidic too. Like there's reports of where they burn people's tongues from how much people drink. But you got to be drinking like 3-4 a day.
Have you ever used the VSS Ventores or like the AS Val? I've heard they're pretty good.
Yeah. The VSS I think only shoots 3.66 though. That's the downfall. Or no, it shoots even smaller. I think 9 by 19 something.
Who that?
But it's dead silent though.
Who that? Hello.
Yanja.
Oh, what's up, Yanja?
You got like a second monitor then?
Yeah, it's up on. It's got the ammo chart up though, right now, because I'm editing this gun.
Sounds like a small monitor issue.
Yeah, isn't that my monitor? No, I'm just kidding.
The second monitor is technically was your monitor.
That was the monitor the community in 2007 was started on.
Crazy, the energy.
What is it, an
Actually,
LCD?
The monitor's real old.
Is that a liquid crystal display, or is it LED?
I don't know. It's cheap.
It's cheap.
The cheapest
like a
monitor. The cheapest monitor back then was probably mid-tier now, because they make everything to break nowadays.
Planned obsolescence.
Yeah, dude. I just wrote a paper about they're wanting us to pick from these advertisements and then write about like what you think about them and the biases and this and that and the other. And I just wrote an entire paper about this one ad that Apple made, and I ripped them a new one, and I'm ready for the academic advisor call where they're like, "Hey, you gotta calm down your rhetoric."
Calm down the rhetoric, boy.
I mean, so what it's an ad. It's called "A Promise from Apple." You can type it in on Google, you can see it yourself. It's called "A Promise from Apple," and it's of a baby, like an infant, like 1 or 2 months old, and on a bed, and they're like talking all emotionally, like, "Oh, if we don't do something, you won't have a planet, Eden. That's why we're committing to carbon neutral." It's like this whole like bullshit virtue signaling about how, oh, us as a mega corporation, we're going to go carbon neutral in 10 years. And
You can't be carbon neutral.
well, number one, that's and all these companies say it's just a buzzword. But you can't be carbon neutral unless you kill all humans, because humans are carbon as well. So,
You can go net zero in that you can create things in your environment that can
but you can't
recycle
go full
100.
net zero though.
But as soon as your fucking
Or-
product
but
gets
if
on
you
a
think
plane,
about it,
carbon
if it's all
neutrality goes out the window.
right, but if it's all about carbon though, trees breathe carbon. So let's say you can build a big enough forest that by proportion can
Well, that's a
recycle.
misconception about trees breathing carbon. They take in carbon through the nutrients, and they perspirate. They don't actually breathe it.
Yeah, but okay, they don't have lungs, correct? But it's essentially what we need oxygen for is what they need carbon for.
Yeah, but that's what they keep. These climate change people, they keep advertising is bad. They keep trying to say the carbon is bad when that's false. See, they're not being
Fake
net.
news. That is false.
Yeah, they're not doing. Oh, we're gonna do no pollution. They don't say nothing about pollution. They say carbon.
Yeah, now they stopped. We stopped talking about pollution in general. Because it's like, and what were you saying earlier that they were last thing we were talking about, where it's like the salmon, because climate change this, climate change that. Well, it's like, bro, we fish the salmon out of existence. It's not because the climate is changing and now there's no more salmon. It's that we literally are doing stuff that we're commercializing it all. That has nothing to do with what we're doing to the planet. It is what we're doing to the planet, but it's not like
Jan, hold up, Zed.
Sorry.
Hold up, Zed. There was a news article, Yanja, where they said that the declining population of the Chinook salmon, the king salmon of Alaska on the Yukon River, is declining because of climate change, warm waters, and plague.
And racism, probably.
No, but it's fucking gaslighting the fact that we are fishing them out of existence. But we're going to use climate change, warming waters, and plagues instead of actually addressing the fucking problem.
That was my whole paper. My whole paper was like, this corporation used society's environmental exploits for over 20, 30 years, exploiting the wealth out of various nations all across the world, moving their headquarters to Ireland to avoid U.S. taxes, and constantly doing things that are honestly on the eviler side, but then they want to go get some innocent baby and be like, we're protecting the planet now. we're gonna save the planet. Like after you just ripped it apart and destroyed it. So it's like the whole reason you need to save the planet is because of you.
Oh snap! Damn it!
And that's basically what I wrote in my paper. Is like they destroyed the planet and then they use it as, like oh look, we're being the good guys. We're fixing the planet after you destroyed it.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's the big thing for me is like the whole thing about like recycling and our trash. It's like it's not us who uses the most oil or creates the most waste. It's corporations.
Yeah, they keep
And then
passing it down to us.
corporations want to charge us to fix their problems and while they make products like that. It's like no, y'all are the one sending on. I mean, unfortunately, Alaskan, you're part of that by being a truck driver. But I'm not saying you should feel guilty about it. But if corporations are the one, it's corporations like UPS or FedEx or these big transportation. Any industry needs transportation. So it's not even, regardless of your thoughts on it, it is
What about the
indeed
other just
corporations
factories,
and
textile
business that
factories?
uses the most. What's now?
I mean, don't even think about it in transportation terms. Think of it like just like textile factories or any manufacturing.
Well, they're tying hydrocarbons to global or climate change and not being carbon neutral, whereas you can't shift the entire world off of hydrocarbons because hydrocarbons are always going to be a thing infinitely. Like we're never going to be off of hydrocarbons because of how vastly useful they are. Because they're the technically, in a technical stance, best battery we have right now. Because if you think your gas tank is a battery versus like a actual, like say AA, and you got a bunch of them in your car, like your gas is technically a battery for your engine, like that. So it's not.
I mean,
We're
I
not
just hope they
using
don't get mad at me
hydrocarbons.
because at the end of my essay, I posted a picture of the baby in the ad, and then a picture of the suicide nets all around their facilities in China. So, like you can be like, oh, we're net neutral, we're saving the planet all day, bro. What the fuck, dude? You literally had to install suicide nets, so you need to shut the fuck up.
What do they
But that's
say?
what
You can't say that already, or you think they're gonna
Well, my
say
question
that?
did
they're
Apple
just a
have
little
to do
bit.
that though?
They're super liberal always.
But did Apple have to do that because working with Apple is so bad in China, or is it because China's so bad that people come do that
No,
on a
it's
foreign company's property because this
don't
may be
blame
more lenient?
China. We can't blame China.
Yeah, but you don't have people jumping off of Apple factories in America.
Yeah, because all the Apple factories moved to China to exploit China. The exploit starts with Apple, not China. China being its own thing, doing its own thing, that's it. This is an American company who chose to seek out foreign slave labor. That's where the evil lies. I know China's allowing it, but actually Apple is the one who went to seek it. And they also moved their headquarters in Ireland, so to avoid U.S. taxes. So they get to use our market while exploiting slave labor, and then don't pay anything back.
No.
No, China definitely has something to do with it. Yeah, you're right. But like, the thing is, why did Apple move their facilities to China?
Fucking goddamn next best slave labor there is.
I mean,
You heard about their sleep factories where they got people that do 6 days a week inside of a factory. They clock out and they go to sleep. They wake up and they work.
well, I mean,
That'd gotta be a fucking living hell.
I just thought that we were supposed to do an ad analysis, and I just went real hardcore on it. They even say
Well,
in the
you analyzed it.
they were telling the baby it was like Apple's a corporation talking to the baby, and the baby's just on the bed, which is so weird to me. They're basically using a baby as an emotional ploy against human extinction and climate change as a virtue on how Apple's environmental policy is good. So like, so basically they're like, oh, see this innocent baby? Well, it's gonna die, but it's now not gonna die because Apple's here. We're here to save the day, to save the baby. Like, bro, what the fuck? I mean, how many people did you save before you had to install the suicide nets?
They
It's
said
just
they're
like,
saved. No, it's like Negan, bro. I need you. I could have saved you. I know I already beat one of your friends' heads in, but you just should have let me save
You
you.
should have let me save you.
Yeah.
just like listening to Bill Gates on vaccine debates.
Oh, yeah, dude, that guy's going back.
I'll be right back.
What up, Silver? What are you up to? Very nice. Red Dead 2. Do you play the online version or you play actual story? I've never actually played the story, but I've heard it's very good. I'm just PvPing in Tarkov. Sure they all be doing. I said I'm just been PvPing in Tarkov. Hey, what I've been actively trying to get better at. Which is tough, especially late wipe. Servers can be either super dead or it's like Chad's on. So I've been sharpening my steel.
Yeah, I saw it. Great.
Oh shit. So there's definitely a man up here. But you see.
Aware of 9mm and shotgun rounds not underperforming.
Well, yeah, because everyone's running around with light carriers that are all like, can stop a 7.62. Like, of course 9mm isn't gonna do anything. They've power creeped the weapon calibers before the game's even like started. Still like early days of early access. They've already power creeped it.
Isn't that usually what happens though? You have like early on games that are just too cheese, and there's just a couple guns, and then eventually balances out when they start introducing new stuff.
Out pretty conservative, like, oh yeah, we don't wanna do a whole lot because the gameplay loop. Normally, at a stage like this for a game like that, it's kind of, oh hey yeah, we've got a cool little gameplay loop, and it's all pretty sort of balanced. Yeah, that's pretty good. Then they start adding things, and then they start getting it in their head that the things that we add have to be new or shiny, otherwise people don't want it. So we've got to make it like more overpowered and more overpowered and more overpowered. But if they're disappointed in 9mm performance already, I mean,
Oh no, they said
why did they make it so that almost every enemy that you like come across and can loot has at the bare minimum like armor that can stop a knife? Or why do they constantly hand out weapons that go right through anything that 9mm?
I mean, if you pop someone in
Got
the head,
him.
if you pop someone in the head with a Glock, they'll sometimes they'll die.
Oh yeah. If you don't have a helmet on, any caliber.
No, all the pistols in that game suck. You can't even you can't even kill a scav with a fucking Glock, bro. Like aiming straight at his head, hitting him multiple times.
Then that's a different issue. Yeah, I've hit him once. You can kill him in one shot with a Glock on the head. That's a performance issue, which they said in the video. If you watch the video, they mentioned that's a part of the problem. They said that they believe the 9mm slugs are actually underperforming due to another issue that's happened with the server. That they're underperforming compared to their playtest. They were saying all kinds of people are using it during playtest, and then they're basically getting abandoned now, and people are reporting back that they can't kill shit with a pistol, can't kill shit with a shotgun. So they said they're going to be Versus it makes excuse if you're a PMC group in a cleanup operation in the area. Yeah, I think Tarkov got real sci-fi, especially with the whole arena. How arena's lore, technically.
I mean, there's lore in the actual game
Yeah.
related to like game masters, or there's like the quest where you have to go find all the cameras where people have been recording, torturing, and fighting, and I think it's Prepor who's talking about I don't like, they called like the masters or like the game masters, and he's like, I don't like all this shit, which I think he's referring to the fact that we're humans paying so that people on this game will kill each other. So it's like kind of breaking the fourth wall and also presenting like a deeper plot point maybe, but I think it's more like breaking the fourth wall.
Yeah. So I just thought it was interesting with the whole overarching thing that this area is in conflict, people are needing to get out. But they're not needing to get out fast enough to the part where they're building arenas to have fights in.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's what I meant. It's like if a nuke's going off in a city, and the whole it's like escape from this city. I was like, oh no, let's build arenas, set up like booths, and sell nachos.
Well, the
and
people
shit.
still there are stuck there from what I understand, so then like arenas would be like the people still stuck there putting on something like the form of a game show.
Yeah, they were saying in lore it was basically it's ran by different people in the area, different traders, and then the people use it as a way to like flip their money like roulette. I do like that they, the finals, the game for the finals, when they made their arenas, they just went ahead and said like, this is a virtual arena, so anything that happens in front of you can happen because this is virtual. So they went ahead and made their excuse for.
We know this is a video game. This is a video game, and you know you're a video.
Yeah. Yeah, so like Tarkov, when they made the Tarkov Arena, I like that they actually took time to try to make it an actual like arena. Like every single map in Tarkov Arena looks like it could actually fit in Tarkov somehow, not just like loading map, Dust 2. It actually felt like, hey, this could actually be in the real game, which is them, trying to make it look a little bit more reasonable.
Yeah, it actually looks like a paintball. From what I've seen, it looks like a paintball setup.
Yeah, no, but the outside environment. Have you ever seen the outside environment, like what the audience looks like?
No.
Yeah, you should see how that's all set up because there's an audience there. There's an audience. You can see the people there cheering and hanging out. And I think it's interesting because they made it look realistic. It's not like looks like this could. I mean, it's kind of out far-reaching a little bit, but it could happen in this scenario. I wish in Tarkov Arena they would let you play as the cleanup crew. Have you seen how that works, Zen?
No.
The cleanup crew?
Mm-mm.
Like when you play Tarkov Arena? Which, don't you have Tarkov Arena now?
No, I don't.
Are you sure you don't get it with your big-ass package?
Nope.
You might have it, actually.
Yeah,
Unless
check.
it was essentially an
Hold up.
upgrade.
how many Stellaris and City Skylines expansions I've purchased.
Yeah.
I
Oh no!
refuse to
Did you see?
elaborate.
No, but did you see what they did for Europa? Did you see what they did from Europa?
Oh, I've seen what they've done with Europa.
No, how
and
they have a
that's
subscription now, where it's so
yeah,
bad.
I know.
They had to put a subscription in because they know some people will never catch up.
They still haven't fixed City Skylines 2's economy. It's still fucking a city painter.
Yeah, that was just
that's why,
a money
That's
grab.
why I'm still just. So I get the import and export to fucking work. Don't be sitting there fucking importing trash. And it'll just be sitting in my fucking cargo harbor. Just sitting there. Like, why? And I don't get to dictate how much, how much of, my goods, actually get sold. It always is, the surplus. But, I mean, you always end up with, 40,000 tons of it in, the cargo harbor or the train station, and it never leaves. It only ever goes up.
I think
So
it's
does
great.
your money.
Come to find out, hey, I've got 40 farms all producing wheat, and for some reason I'm importing wheat. Huh?
Yeah.
For your
I
milk.
don't-
That's normal.
They really should just make it micromanageable.
That's what I do. In my manor lord, I only grow wheat, but I also import wheat so I can make more bread even more faster.
I don't know.
I feel like Manor Lords has a better economy than City Skylines too, and that's real sad. That's one guy versus a whole studio of $millions.
Hold on there, Bucko. A whole studio. You probably Colossal Order. I'm pretty sure. I think the last time I looked on their website, they had 15 employees, which is so fucking good. They should have 30, 40, 50 working on one of Paradox Interactive's
Oh my, we've been in a grave battle. Jesus. I think that might be our cue to leave. I wanted to hunt that other guy, but fuck it.
Or hey, all my visitors are going over to this other visitor section, and then complaining about there not being enough visitor booths. Whenever there's 2 other visitor rooms with like 20 booths in each one. Like, every DLC you tack on that game and on it in a save, it actually makes the experience worse. I don't understand it. I'm hoping now they've kicked the other devs down like off of it. Maybe the new ones can fix the bullshit. Which apparently these new ones, they've been working with them for like the past year and a half, kind of trained until they finally until Paradox was like, nah, we're gonna let your contract bye.
Yeah, what secretly was happening is those guys were like, we're gonna make a full game, and they're like, no, dude, you're gonna make half a game and sell the rest for the next 3 years. And they're like, oh, you're not gonna do that? Then you're fired. A fire crew that does it the right way. Or we sell you nothing, and then we sell you the game after.
Keep upselling. Just keep upselling. Keep asking for more.
Upgrade
More
the
donation.
game.
More support. More JPEGs. More pay features. More skins.
Paradox suck.
Who sucks now?
I mean, they make good games.
What have they made? I
but
forget.
They're financially.
Paradigm or Paradox?
Paradox.
Oh, Paradox. Oh, he's a
It's
Paradigm.
There's a studio, but then they're also a publisher. So
Are they the ones that do like the comic book movies? Like Walking Dead and The Wolf Among Us and Game of
Yeah,
Thrones?
they do like City Skylines, Stellaris,
Oh.
Victoria, Europa.
Hard to meet a person that hasn't played a Paradox game.
I mean, I haven't played Stellaris, or I don't think I've played any of the games y'all just mentioned.
Yeah, fuck you, dude. You played Europa and.
Oh, you're right. My bad. You're right.
Put this in perspective. Big has played Stellaris. Everybody's played a Paradox.
Yeah, we played for hours. Dude. We did the whole.
Yeah.
Emperor shit. You not remember this?
Oh, I remember.
We had subscriptions to them to play that game.
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
looking at Hearts of Iron 4. It's $7.99 on one.
Wait, we had subscriptions. Wow. What do you mean? You had a subscription for like a map or feature, or I mean, I.
No, yeah. So you didn't know. I think I gifted it to you or something.
No, only you needed it for everybody to access all the
No,
DLC.
everyone has to have it now.
No, that's not how it works on a Paradox game.
No, that's
only
not true
the
anymore.
host.
It's not true
When did they
anymore.
change? When did
Long
they change
time ago. Long time ago, dude.
it? When's a
That's
long time
old.
ago?
Like 2
Because
years.
2 years? Yeah, right. Me and Otto and Darksider were playing freaking, or not Otto.
If
We're
y'all could
playing.
prove it to me, I would believe you, but I don't believe it. It's not that I'm trying to be like that. It's that I literally.
Prove me wrong.
I
instead of prove me
literally.
right.
Yeah, the burden of proof.
Prove me wrong instead of
All right.
prove me right.
How about this? I'll
I
buy the
need
subscription.
you to
I'll
get
buy the
on
subscription.
to
No, I'll buy the
prove
subscription.
a
the last
point.
week. And then, but what game are y'all gonna play? So for Stellaris, I'm talking about Europa.
That's not what I was
I'm
saying.
talking about City Skylines.
But I was talking about Europa beforehand. You jumped in with the Stellaris. No, last time you had the subscription too.
That's because I was playing solo, and I didn't want to wait for
We were
you.
playing by ourselves, but honestly, you could not play. It used to be one person could just buy all the DLC and just let him host, and then no one has to buy DLC. It's all good in the hood. And then for some reason down the line, what they did is, oh, you could play the DLC. You could host still, and you could play the DLC. But when they join, they are locked either can't join you at all or locked out of certain parts of the entire game. So like while you'll be engaging in these mechanics, when they go to do it, it says they don't have the DLC to do it. And what happens is there's a certain point where Europa crosses the line. I forget what pack it was, but I'm pretty sure it's the not Wealth of Nations, but it's one of the ones that changes the entire economy. And that's like where they changed it, where basically the host can't just host anymore. That's why they switched it to a subscription model. They're like, well, there's no excuse if you want to play with your friends. Just get a subscription.
Paradox is shifting to what Blizzard did, but they're not adding enough content for it to justify the subscription.
Yeah. I mean, Europa definitely has a lot of content. Like, if I wanted to buy the whole game, it'd be $324.79.
Buy the bundles off G2A. It knocks it down from like 300 to like 50. You do the same thing with like Payday 2. You'd always just go on there, get like the bundles, and knocks it down from like $1,000 of Payday 2 DLC to like $5.
Now they've I think they got me exactly where they want me. I don't have time to do all that. If I want to play Europa with my friends or whatever, I'm just gonna get me and my friends the subscriptions, and we're just gonna play for a month and be done.
Honestly,
And
of
then
all
at
the
the
letdowns of gaming over the past like two or 3 years, I think Payday 3 is by far my biggest letdown.
Oh yeah. I mean, what did you think they were gonna do? I mean, like Payday 2.
Good thing I didn't pre-order it because I've been burned by.
But Payday 2 took years to even get anywhere where someone would even want to play that game.
Yeah, but Payday 2, like, on release, it still had a positive rating. This has a mostly negative rating. This has 20% of the reviews are positive.
I kind of want to play Europa now, but it's not fun if you don't have friends. We need to eventually schedule just a stream or something, where we do it like once a week or something. But it's for content as well. Did you hear me, Zen?
Do what now?
So one of these days we should do that as like a stream event, or it's like once a week we meet up to continue our Europa campaign.
That would be fun.
They've already released their first like. Payday 3's already released their first like heist pack. It's $18. Huh? DLC, you get 3 new weapons, a few cosmetics, and a new heist with 1 exclusive enemy. Remember when DLCs used to be like $5 to $10? Yeah, this is a $20 DLC for 1 heist and like 2 weapons.
Yeah.
Welcome to the new world.
It really does.
No,
just
but
feel like
Zen,
all,
would you be interested?
It does
in
just
something
feel
like
like
that?
all the publishers are sitting here like.
I could be down. It sometimes feels like a big undertaking, but then like once we actually get started on it, I have a lot of fun when we do it. So I'm gonna say yes. It would be fun. It's always fun, dramatic experience.
Everyone is pissed off at me, but everyone's pissed off at me.
Why is
I'm
everybody
in-
pissed at
like,
you? Oh, you're
remember?
talking about. Oh, you're talking about.
So I want us to figure out a way where we can film that. People in the Europa community would love to watch stuff like that, because that can only happen with if 2 humans players willingly playing together, which barely ever happens. So like everyone was pissed off at me. I owned like only 4 pieces of land. I kept giving everything to you, but you're technically under
Yeah,
me.
we would just go conquer something, and we'd
They
all
would
go to you,
attack
and
me.
then he'd say, "Lord, please give me this castle," and you're like, "Nah, I'm good to
Yeah,
give it to the fam, bro. Give it to fam."
Yeah, so they would all attack me, and then I would just give that shit to you, and then you would enforce it. And then when people would attack you, I would tell them to calm down, and they would listen. It was like this weird thing where the AI couldn't handle two humans working in the same country.
Mm-hmm. It's pretty funny.
But they have the last deal. I think it's the last DLC came out for it recently. Europa 4 is finished now. And then they're gonna. I think they're slowly gonna try to work on Europa 5. But it's called the Winds of Change, and it adds a bunch of cool stuff in the game. One thing I think I like about Winds of Change is that it adds like over 100 new different forms of government and over 800 missions and like 150 different things. But also they made it so if you do a certain pathway, you could adopt whatever. Like, you know, before, like, if you're a Catholic, you can't go be something that's not Catholic. Like, you can't figure out a way to make Italy
Look at this, son.
like a Muslim place without a Muslim going over there and making it that way.
Yeah.
They got some form of fucking event going on. I swear to God. There's a fucking gang of scavs that you gotta be wary of. There's fucking... It's the fact that fucking Rashal is guards.
Were you a scav?
Yeah, I was a scav, and they
and
didn't...
you got
they
killed
didn't
by a boss's
Rashal is... Well, they were roaming the map, but that's not normal. So this is not the first time that's happened. Like, they're not in the usual area.
They did turn their game into a test tube, so you never know.
So I feel like they might be letting raiders spawn on other maps.
Well, I know that the Goon Squad or whatever has been spawning on just about every map. Like, they've been spawning on Customs, they've been spawning on Shoreline. They're usually just on, like, Lighthouse and Woods and sometimes Shoreline. Very low chance, but it's been, like, pretty regularly occurring.
Oh, that samurai game is out now.
What samurai game?
That Ghost of Tsushima.
You mean the one that needs the PSN account now?
Yeah, but I don't care about that. I mean, they're telling me up front that I need it. It's the strip search after the fact is what we don't like. If I knew it's gonna get strip
No, I don't
search,
like PlayStation at all.
like at first.
I don't like having to fucking sign up for a third-party program, invasive shit at all.
You mean
I-
any
I
Ubisoft
already
game?
don't-
You're
I
playing
already
Tarkov.
don't
Every
like have-
game that's like
I
that.
already don't like
You're
having
playing
to have like
Tarkov.
a Rockstar account, a fucking Robert Space Industries account, a fucking.
Dude, I get
Tarkov
tired of it. And they
account.
all want two-factor authentication plus this and a backup email. It's like, Jesus, man, like, I'm tired of...
The password manager I have has made it like more bearable, but holy fuck, why do I have to have 40 million accounts?
The difference with Tarkov, Yanja, is that they're not selling their game on Steam, and then you're
Yeah,
not
that
down.
actually
They
makes it
very
work.
Okay,
even though
they're
they
not
very
down.
fucking well could. Like Gray Zone Warfare's on Steam, and it doesn't seem to be having a fucking problem.
Well, it's only when you're doing shady shit you get off Steam. That's my opinion.
Or you just don't need Steam to begin with.
Well, I mean, if you think about it, you are it's just like being on the Apple Store. It's like you're willingly, if
Oh.
it's good
Yeah.
for verification and legitimacy, but at the end of the day, you're just handing away profits, like a percentage of every
but-
profit. So it's
Yeah,
like,
but I think you actually get enough value back through Valve and Steam that like only certain scenarios where I think it's even reasonable to not be on Steam.
yeah, I feel that.
Like also a lot of people do this. Like some mega corporations have done this with Call of Duty and all the other games. Where
Yeah.
They take them all off Steam, and then a few years later they're all back on Steam.
Yeah, all the CODs are back.
Yeah, they all come back. Like where they're all like, oh,
They
we're
were
leaving.
all on it, took it off because Activision was like, no, let's move it on to Battle.net. And then they were like, oh, okay.
I don't know. The Valve came in clutch when I got screwed over by my first early access game. They came in and gave everybody refunds and told everybody we're sorry that this, we're taking responsibility and all that stuff. And there's just no one there for me when you leave Steam. I have to deal with whatever I get from that company. Versus, like, these companies should be focusing on, in my opinion, the game in itself. So having Valve there to do the support for you sounds like a wonderful idea.
I agree.
But I love Gabe Newell's product, so maybe that's a bias, intentionally or unintentionally.
Man, who would have thought private companies know how to do things better than public?
Dude, if Valve were public, bro, you know I'd be having some stock in that shit.
Valve was public, this shit would have been already going down the drain.
Yeah,
You wouldn't want that stock. I mean, you would want that stock, but no,
But it'd be like buying
Probably-
Microsoft stock in the 80s.
you probably want stock in Gabe Newell's new company as well. Honestly.
Speaking of like
Have you
Valve
seen
and
that
Gabe
shit?
Newell, did y'all hear that
Yeah.
apparently they're working on a new like 6v6 like
Yeah, but that's been a theory for a while. But yeah, a new.
No, like leaked screenshots, like in actual.
Yeah,
But what
I
is-
know
but
what you're talking about.
what
It's a
now?
6v6 of like hero game,
Yeah.
like Overwatch, but Valve.
Yeah.
Basically, Valve is
And
trying to
the
take
art
like
style,
TF2
the art
So-
and
style
stuff.
is, like,
Taking Dota and
really
making it more of a FPS.
Yeah.
No, the
They're
art
making it-
style that I'm looking at, it's more like a mix between like Half-Life and
Portal.
TF2.
Dude. Yeah, basically they're taking their other games. They're making put Overwatch in Dota, in my opinion. You put Overwatch inside
All
Dota.
I know is
It's 4 lanes. It has towers. It has heroes.
all I know is every person who's tried to step up to the plate for Overwatch has failed.
Overwatch is just. I don't know.
We don't talk about TF2. It was there before, but it got ran out of town.
I mean, it ran out of town, but still one of the number 1 played on Steam.
Yeah, by like South Americans and Southeast
but
and
they're
Southeast
people
Asians.
too. They're people too, Zen.
No, only reason. Okay, no. Only reason I'm saying is because there are. No, it's not anything to do with that. It's because I
LSF.
believe it's like Gmod. If you go on Gmod or like games like Blackwake or games like what's that Civil War game where it's mostly Europeans, there's just like certain games where these people and their computers and their internet where they are.
By a niche community.
Yes, and some of it's to do with internet connection. Like Nico, he's always have a problem queuing certain games with us, and he also computer parts are a lot more expensive. So the games they can play are things like Roblox and Gmod and RuneScape and Team Fortress, and they can't be playing no Call of Duty or Gray Zone or.
Meanwhile, here I am. The butteriest, smooth experience on the most beautiful game out there. My roommate finally got the idea in his head to play his PS5 like at a desk with a monitor. And he was like, "Yo, I play so much better than sitting on the couch. What monitor do you have in there? That real big one?" I'm like, "I'll show it to you, but I don't know if the PS5 is gonna be able to drive an ultra wide."
Yeah, I got this game. Well, I think someone bought me this game, Red Dead Redemption, and then I never really played it that much because I was only getting it to play online with my friends, and they kept hackers kept spawning bears all around me, killing me. Like they kept.
I'm pretty sure I had that experience where there was like this invisible kind of like, not visible, but this kind of transparent ghost with flaming hooves that ran circles around me. I was out in the bayou, it ran circles around me, and then legendary chests and legendary creatures started spawning dead. And like, so you could just like cut them up perfectly and get a legendary skin. Like, it was a very weird experience. But I mean, I believe it was a hack. Could have been a hacker, but it could have been.
The online and the game separately.
What do you do?
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
You have to buy online and story mode separately. But for someone like me who only wanted to play like story, it was only like $20-30.
Bro, Red Dead's not. It's not on my cloud computer. I mean, the great thing about the cloud computer, well, this particular version of cloud computing is a little different. It's not like a mini remote desktop. This is NVIDIA cloud computing, so this is like streaming to my RTX card using my G-Sync monitor. So I can only do what NVIDIA, if the game has been NVIDIA approved to do this type of streaming. Looks like Red Dead's not on the list. Play that game. I like it because I don't have to download the game. I can just go play, you know.
You must cross sometime, Mr. PMC.
I helped to liberate South America.
Demonic brought his friend here. Well, that's good. Glad that some people actually still do that. That's crazy. I thought everyone left this community. That was like back in the good old days. That's how it was. Like when you went to like play with your friends or whatever. Like everyone had a place and you stayed there, and then you helped make it better. Now, like a small disagreement can make me go add new server, make new server, and invite the people I want. You know, versus back in the day, people would all be kind of in the same group or staying together. It's like Demonic has no reason to come here with his friend. Where back in the day, he would have to. So, I think it's a shame when people still do that. Are you gonna shoot him now?
You talking to me?
Is that the guy that you just helped? That gave you the map, and now you're gonna go kill him? Why are you letting him get away? You aimed at him. You might as well finish the job.
I was just gonna let him ride.
Where'd he go? Bro, did he actually? Do you think he despawned, or you think he's still out there? That's bullshit.
They're still doing that with Warfare.
Yeah. Imagine how nice it would be when a town's actually this size and you go to live there, you know? That'd be awesome.
Go talk to all 5 people in the town.
I bet there ain't no protesters lying down in the interstate in that town.
Well, ain't this a lovely little thing? Deal.
No, wait. You didn't see Silver just ran over a bunch of free Palestine protesters.
Oh god,
He's
queers for Palestine tied
Alright,
down
do
on
it
the
again.
tracks.
I
What
don't-
what do you
I
save
will-
them?
I do not cars ever
we
be
do not
shit.
care about Taiwan.
Well, all right, everybody. Thank you for joining me tonight. It's been a blast. We got some really great raids in. I am exhausted. I've been rolling at this for a couple hours now, but we've been having a blast. Got quite a few PvP action tonight. Quite a few kills. Walked away with a nice amount of tags. Definitely got that guy. I mean, got like probably upwards of 7 or 8, maybe even 10 on the night. So I'm pretty happy with that. It's been a blast. It's great to be getting better at something. And I just love this game so much. Coming over from CS, it's just another level. But yeah, thank you for joining me. Make sure to check out the music. Subscribe to my channel. Make sure you have the notifications turned on. I'm gonna keep streaming. Got some new stuff music-wise I'm working on. But yeah, thank you for joining me. Peace.
What's up, guys? Thanks for joining me on stream tonight and for the chill vibes. If you like this video, please leave a like below and subscribe to my channel. Please comment any games, recommendations of what you'd like to see me do or play on stream. Once again, I want to thank you for joining me. It's one love to all people, especially those who support the content and the culture. Peace, guys.